good to hear that Coach Roy's still a KU fan, at least until like Sunday.
Yeah, at least for a while. A nice Junior C of E, I believe, reference there with the spit hood.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, Kenitra, sports are all about expectations. KU didn't have that many this year. That'll happen when you return one whole starter, which is what the Jayhawks did. But the thing is, when you exceed expectations, you often become a much more dangerous team. Question is now, have the Jayhawks done that?
Turner Gill didn't talk, Shane Zinger didn't talk, so as usual, Bill Self was the mouthpiece for KU in their firing of Turner Gill. Evening and welcome to the Zone. We're your mouthpieces here, Lee Fleisig and Mick Shaffer.
Tilly's on TV, and the game face is back on now. Hi, Mick.
Hi, Dave. It's more my busy face, if you must know. You know what? News on Thursday, Bill Self named one of the finalists for the National Naismith Coach of the Year Award. Why? Well, he took a team that went to the Elite Eight last year and needed 4 starters replaced and seamlessly won yet another Big 12 title this year, went 27-6 along the way, and is a number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament with guys that didn't play last year, guys that were redshirted last year, guys that were not factors. And here they are now on the verge of really their first tournament.
They believe that they will win. Of course, that's probably because they just eliminated the defending champs. They are Sporting Kansas City, who aggregately whipped up on Colorado in the 2-game Eastern Conference semifinals. Now comes the Eastern Conference Finals, just a 1-game ordeal being played on Sunday at Livestrong Park. All details covered, except for an opponent.
That's right, Leaf. I tell you what, Roy Williams, KU, UNC, Bill Self, St. Louis, NC State. It's a collision of Jayhawk memories past here in the STL. The last time KU was here was 2004, Bill Self's first year. 2 years before that, Roy Williams was busy taking his Jayhawks to the Final Four through St. Louis. 3 years after that, in 2005, it was Roy beating Bill Self's former players, UNC over Illinois. And the last time KU played NC State in the tournament was 1986. It was actually in Kansas City, but Bill Self was a grad assistant on that staff. Got it? Good. There's going to be a test later, but long story long here. KU is in St. Louis in time for their game on Friday.
Welcome back to College Game Time live from New Orleans. The Hyatt Hotel in downtown New Orleans. Not for sure on the nightly room rate there. It probably has a comma in it.
Can you use your points for that?
We're staying at the Media Hotel, one of those old New Orleans hotels. Pretty sure it's haunted. It's got the pictures and everything. You're pretty sure the eyes are following you. It's got the shining hallway. You never know what you. It's just best to stay out really late on Bourbon Street, come home, go to sleep.
Something had to give. Missouri came in with a sparkling 14-0 record, one of a quartet of teams to survive their schedule thus far. But then there was Kansas State, defending its home turf, unbeaten themselves against the Tigers at home since 2004. Something gave all right in a big, big way to the Octagon of Doom and the marquee Big 12 game of the day. That's Frank, good to meet you both. All right, 12-4 Wildcats, EMMY's largest deficit of the year. Angel Rodriguez to Rodney Magruder, 10-point deficit, Mizzou's largest deficit of the year. Marcus Denman, though, would hit 2 straight threes, cut the lead to 6. That's as close as they got, which tells you, well, they lost. And here's how. Thomas Gibson, 3-point play, 30-15 K-State. Moments later, Shane Southwell to Jamar Samuels reversal. Cats up 18 on the unbeaten Tigers? Question mark? Martavius Irving double-teamed. Why? I have no idea. Because they're sprawling wide open. 19-point K-State lead. Mizzou goes 8 minutes without a field goal until Denman hits this shot. Tigers shot 22% in the first half. Second half, Michael Dixon. 3-point play. MU down just 15. Other end, though, Jordan Enriquez doesn't need a second last name. And one, 49-32. Kim English, turnover. Spradling to Magruder. Basketball is fun. 60-39 Cats. Martavius Irving inside to Enriquez. Getting uglier for Mizzou fans. 20-point K-State lead. Gibson at the elbow. 6 steps and 2 points. 21-point K-State lead. Make it stop, Mom. Southwell dishing his face off to Magruder. Finished. 75-59 K-State. Mizzou now one of 341 defeated teams on the year.
For the first time in a long time, the Chiefs can actually look back fondly on a couple of Chargers games. This game last year at home against the Chargers on Monday Night Football helped kind of launch them into that division-winning year. Last time they played the Chargers this year in Week 3, sure it was a loss, 20-17, but at the same time, that's when the ship kind of got righted, and ever since then, the Chiefs have been undefeated. A chance now for this Chargers game to climb into first place.
Hey, thank you all. That was going on. Kansas is trying to make sure it wasn't too surprising results at Oklahoma. First half, Stephen Pledger steps back, buries a three. That's Stephen with a V, okay? 10-5 Sooners. Later, Tyshawn Taylor on the swipe to Travis Relaford. Travels Relaford. OU still up by 1. Connor Tehan to Taylor, who fails to make the basket, but Justin Wesley is there for the Keith Langford-ish putback. Hawks on top. Late first half, Romero Osby digging in and pulling out the hook shot. Bag of tricks. Sooners had the lead at half. They would play a second half. Things would be different. Relaford went 3 for 5 from deep. 47-38 KU. Kansas feeling it. Elijah Johnson lobbing for Thomas Robinson, who finally makes his highlight debut. What, about 37 seconds in? Weak T-Rob. 54-38 Kansas. Then Johnson ends it, just flipping that three ball in there. No bigs. You know, just playing a little ball. Scare averted. 72-61. KU comes alive in the second half.
Constant reminders all over New Orleans that you are in Saints country down here. Who dat? They made the news lately. Not exactly big fans of the NFL and all the penalties that have come down hard on Sean Payton's bunch. Well, it's Bill Parcells' bunch. I don't know, what would you call them now?
Did you see the T-shirts they're selling along the NCAA Final Four
the
shirts?
free Payton?
Yeah. Those are a
pretty
little bit cheaper than the NCAA Final Four T-shirts, by the way. You can get one of those pretty
Probably
cheap.
aren't licensed either, are they?
Exactly.
Huge high school matchup in Overland Park Friday. Number 1, Blue Valley Northwest. Number 2, Blue Valley North. Those are fans streaming into the Commons area to watch the game on TV. The gym was already full. Why? For big plays like this. Clayton Custer picking it off, going the other way for 2. Huskies up by 1, under 2 to play. Fourth quarter action here. Place going nuts. Mustangs answering. Matthew McHugh hits Ross Thornton for 2. It's 40-39, Blue Valley North. Huskies tie it at 40 with a minute left. Mustangs kill the clock. Ball in Connor Crooker's hands. Connor Crooker drives. Gets it to go! 42-40 North. Mustang students are going absolutely nuts. 3.5 seconds left. Garrett Fugate inbounds. It's intercepted by Ross Thornton. He's fouled. North students think the game's over. They got to be held back. Put back into the stands. Just over a second left. 1-1. Thornton misses. Johnny Geese would heave it for the desperation 3. Off the mark. It's over. What a game this was. It lived up to the hype. The 3 security guards are not going to stop the onslaught of North students. And now back in the studio. Well, they're back now reincarnated as the Missouri Comets, but for the 1980s, they were the Kansas City Comets, and they were one of the hottest tickets in town. A quartet of Leiweke brothers brought the act to Kansas City and flourished with the new brand of soccer. Metro Sports will be airing a documentary on the Comets starting next week, but for now, here's a sneak peek.
Fellas, how you doing? Take care of my show back there. Appreciate it there, Leaf. All right, it's not even Big Monday anymore for KU. It's kind of a medium. The team, the fans out in Fieldhouse, so used to these types of games at this point. And so far, they've been there, they've done that, and they've won that this season as KU has raced out to its third 6-0 start in Big 12 Conference play under Bill Self. Remember, it's Cards and Cats down here, too. Louisville and Kentucky tussling for the second time this year. Media contingent all around us. Some wearing blue, some wearing red. It's almost like the border war at the Final Four, if you can imagine that. Rich Javosik joins us now and said, welcome.
It's great to be in a Big Easy.
It's great to see you. 20 straight Final Fours, is that right for you?
Since 1983.
Oh, 83.
83.
30 straight then.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Sorry for doing that.
Seattle. Seattle was the first Final Four. I couldn't tell you who played in it, but it was a good time nevertheless.
You're a good time. We appreciate you joining us.